deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, Sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs to run.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finding open areas. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A couple of first downs on this drive has given them some breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's a Tegna. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Quickly to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Robinson. Strong, firm tackle. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Minnesota's offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on third down. Back open in the middle. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on third down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that third down.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. The short hands. It's Thomas. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Turning it on. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. That's a right ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Sooner offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wheeler. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The screen, and watch out. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there. They'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's just plowing ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, number 19.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Wheeler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's in open space downfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got his man. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And I like this OC finding ways to get this guy the ball. Finding ways to get him in the space, finding ways to get him away from all the big uglies, all the big guys inside, and try to let him break some tackles and make some plays. So I like featuring the running back out of the backfield.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the Golden Gophers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Using the quick game. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He leaves it with his back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw on third. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I really like the third down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the fourth down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn on down. And that will be questioned for a while. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sategna. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Robinson. Looking for room at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 25 to Syracuse. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Lanier. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
But you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanier. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 1st down from the 11. Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.